Hello everyone, welcome back to the Words Whispered. And as usual, everything in this video is alleged. Now, a while ago, I mentioned to you all in a video that a YouTuber on here by the name of Cosmeholics Anonymous, she also goes by Bougie Vintage or Bo, was filing for divorce or getting divorced from her husband, Shooter, who also at one point used to have a channel where he did like Shooter's Kitchen, where he did a bunch of cooking videos. Bo has always been more of a makeup, story time. At one point she was doing like really good love and hip hop reviews. But mostly her channel has been focused on like chit chat, makeup type videos of whatever form she's doing, whether that be show reviews, Botox, where she would give opinions on other people's relationship problems and things of that nature. It's always, for the most part, been centered around makeup. Shooter's Kitchen, which is her husband, his channel had been centered around food and cooking. But she was more the YouTuber in the relationship than he was. You could tell he just made a channel to, make a channel, but this was her job. So, I've done one video on them where we talked about them getting a divorce. I don't even know how long ago I did that video. It may have been a year ago now. I honestly do not remember because I try not to talk about this situation, but we gotta talk about it at this point. It's dragged so much that now I kind of have no choice but to talk about it. So, the last we heard, they were going through a divorce, and I think I just wrapped it up, and I hope that whatever they do, they are happy in that choice, or they get the situation with their kids sorted, whatever the case was. I don't remember what I said verbatim. The last time I talked about them was in May, so this was a minute ago. So here we are today. I can't really ignore the situation anymore, so I'm going to have to give you guys an update. So in short, and once again, all of this is alleged. In short, they were allegedly in court to discuss custody with the kids because at one point, Bo, over at Cosmeholics Anonymous, allegedly decided that her husband no longer deserved access to their children. She doesn't really give a real reason as to why he doesn't deserve access to them. She does mention alleged allegations of abuse towards her. She doesn't really go into detail about it. The only thing that she will mention is I don't know who was watching them back at this time, but a few years ago, or maybe 3 years ago, it's hard to remember, Bo found out that Shooter was in conversations with another woman, and she broadcasted the situation on live. I can't remember if she was live on YouTube or live on Instagram. I cannot remember because, like I said, it was a couple years ago. Anyway, she broadcasted it, allegedly, and I did watch the live, but this is all alleged. Allegedly, I can't remember what was said, but she made a point about outing Shooter for cheating in public. I think it was like to his job or something. And in the heat of the moment, allegedly, Shooter responds allegedly, saying that he was going to break her jaw. Allegedly, okay? So after this happened, they split up for a while, and then I allegedly remember hearing her mom in the background saying in another video that Bo did about the situation, don't post this stuff on YouTube because you're gonna look stupid when you take him back, allegedly. Anyways, at some point, some time passes. Bo not only takes Shooter back after the first cheatation that we know of, she gets pregnant again with baby number 3. Okay? So here we are now, and she has said, allegedly, that he cheated again. But in the beginning, it was very, he can see the kids. I don't have a problem with him being a father. I don't have a problem with him being a father. And now it's a completely different tune, allegedly. And allegedly, she does have a problem with him being a father. She let us know that the girlfriend that he currently has and allegedly lives with, according to her, is the same girl that he was caught cheating with the second time, allegedly. I don't know how many times he's cheated. She had told us about 2 times, okay? It very well could be more. That's not the point. The point is, this second girl that she told us about is the same girl that he is currently in a full-blown relationship with now, allegedly, and they live together, allegedly. Okay? So, they were in court this year to discuss Shooter regaining access to the kids because, like I told you all, Bo had decided that he did not deserve access to the kids. She doesn't really give a real reason why he doesn't deserve access to the kids. She does mention the abusive statement, the threat that he made that I told you all about, that he allegedly made. But I don't know if you could necessarily make that the reason you keep your husband away from his children, because you got back with him after he made the statement and you made a 3rd baby. So I don't know. But anyways, then it turned into, well, he can see the kids, but he has to put a camera inside of his home that I have access to. So allegedly, Bo wanted Shooter to put a camera in his home so that she could watch the camera while the kids were with him. Which, why would anybody agree to that? That's an invasion of privacy. So, the way the system allegedly worked out, mind you all, they are over in Canada. The way the system allegedly worked out was that Bo got full custody of the 3 girls, allegedly. And her husband was just going to have weekends. They were going to split holidays. And he was going to be able to have, like, FaceTime calls and stuff with them, okay? Allegedly, Bo did not like the fact that he was going to get visitation without having to put cameras in his house for her, allegedly. And so, Bo thought it would be a good idea because her mother is allegedly Jamaican and is from Jamaica. I think, if I remember correctly, Cosmeholics Anonymous, or Bo, as she's known for short, is first gen Canadian. So I think she was born in Canada, but her mom and her dad are from Jamaica. Well, allegedly, over the spring, in the middle of a custody battle, Bo, her mom, and the 3 daughters go to Jamaica, allegedly, and have not returned, and we are now in October. So allegedly, the judge over in Canada forfeited custody to Shooter because Bo has allegedly ran off with the kids and she won't come back. So there are all kind of warrants out for her arrest, allegedly. Her kids, and her mom's passports have all been flagged, allegedly, and it is not looking good. So right now, Shooter's posting stuff on Twitter. Bo is posting stuff on her community page. It's a mess. I'm not going to go too much into the details because I try not to talk about people's custody battles too much. But the fact that she has taken the kids and ran to another country is a hot topic. So I'm going to talk about that. I don't know. Hopefully she will come back and get it situated so that she can try to avoid jail time, because if they catch up to her, it's not going to be anything but worse for herself. I will say the sad thing is, hypothetically speaking, if she comes back to Canada and they're like lenient on her and give her probation or something, I don't know how Canada works because I am not Canadian, but if her mom is an immigrant the chances of her mom being able to come back to Canada with the charges that she's facing, in terms of like coming back to live, I don't know if that's even possible at this point for her mom. Because if you are not an American citizen and you have a crime such as like kidnapping, I believe you get deported back to your country, right? So I don't know. I hope she hasn't put her mom in a situation to where now she can never come back to Canada, because Bo is not her mom's only child. Bo's children are not her mom's only grandchildren. So now I think Bo has 4 sisters, and I think they all have kids. I could be wrong, but that's what I'm thinking. So now that's 4 sisters and a bunch of grandkids who potentially are not allowed to now have a relationship with their grandmother because of this situation. It's just a mess. And it's sad that it's playing out all over the internet, but I felt like I needed to come give you guys this update because I did speak on them getting a divorce. According to the husband shooter, the divorce has not been finalized yet or filed. I guess they were trying to get the custody thing situated first. And I know that could take a while, because even in America, we have people who are celebrities like Kenya Moore, who has been trying to divorce and get custody settled with her estranged husband for years now. So I know that could be a lot. This is a mess. But like I told you all, this is all alleged. Everything in this video is alleged. Goodbye.